Hi everyone, my name is Courtney and this is Carly. We are both third-year students in the Nutrition and Dietetics program here at DUVO College. We heard that you were interested in learning about vitamins and minerals, so today we've prepared a lesson to teach you about their functions and how they're beneficial to your diet. We're specifically going to highlight one necessary vitamin, vitamin B12, and one mineral, iron, that are especially important for those around the ages of 14 to 18 years, like yourselves. So let's get started. Following this lesson, we hope that you're able to define what vitamins and minerals are, describe 1 to 2 health benefits of iron and vitamin B12, and also identify which food groups contain good sources of iron and vitamin B12.
Okay, so take a moment and think to yourselves if you have any of the following things on a daily basis or even just often. Spinach, beans and lentils, meat or fish. These items are all pictured here in front of you. If you answered yes to eating spinach, beans, or lentils, then you are incorporating good sources of iron into your diet. And if you said yes to eating meat or fish, then you are incorporating good sources of vitamin B12. Vitamins and minerals are found in the foods that we eat. They are so important for our health and our overall wellness. Each one has a specific role that it plays in the body, and when they all work together as a team, our body can function properly. You might already know that calcium is good for your bones, and vitamin C keeps your immune system all charged up. So today we're going to talk about one vitamin and one mineral that you may not hear about as much, but we picked them specifically because not everyone in your age range gets enough into their diet every day.
So what is the function of iron? It's a mineral necessary for many processes within your body. The body needs iron for growth and development. It carries oxygen from your lungs to all parts of your body, as well as providing oxygen to your muscles. We use iron to make hemoglobin, a protein in red blood cells, and it's also needed to make some hormones. So what are the benefits of iron? Iron is necessary for concentration. It also helps improve the ability of your muscles to use force consistently and repetitively over a long period of time. This is also known as endurance. For example, long distance running. Iron is important for good understanding and behavior. It helps reduce tiredness or fatigue and increases regulation of the immune system. So a quick story, when I was in high school, my doctor informed me I had low levels of blood iron. I had told her I had been feeling drowsy and would be a little dizzy when I stood up too fast, and some other symptoms that come from low iron levels, such as weakness and decreased memory. My doctor informed me I had iron deficiency anemia, which is a condition in which your body cannot produce enough of a substance in red blood cells that allows them to carry oxygen. My doctor recommended me to begin taking an iron supplement once a day to help increase the levels of iron in my body. I no longer have iron deficiency anemia as I've incorporated good sources of iron into my diet. But if I know I haven't had enough iron in a day or any sources of iron, I'll take a supplement. And if I did include good sources of iron in the day, I don't necessarily need to take one. It is common for young adults, especially females around the ages of 14 to 18 years, to have low levels of iron. So it's something to pay attention to. And if you do have any concerns regarding this, it's important to speak to your primary care physician. The recommended daily allowance, or RDA, is the estimated amount of nutrient per day. So for males ranging from 14 to 18 years, the recommended daily allowance is 11 milligrams. For females ranging from 14 to 18 years, it's 15 milligrams, so it's a little bit more than males. And as a comparison, 1 cup of kidney beans is equivalent to 4 milligrams of iron. The following are some examples of iron-rich foods, along with their serving sizes. So half a cup of spinach is equivalent to 3 milligrams of iron. Half a cup of tofu, 3 milligrams. Half a cup of chickpeas, 2 milligrams. One hard-boiled egg is 1 milligram. Half a cup of raisins, 2 milligrams. One baked potato, 2 milligrams. 3 ounces chicken, 1 milligram. And half a cup of tomatoes is 2 milligrams. Other good sources of iron include cereals with extra nutrients that are not normally included, also known as fortified breakfast cereals, dark chocolate, oysters, kidney beans, red meat, lentils, and broccoli.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about vitamin B12. This is a nutrient that is important for many processes in the body, especially important for growth, development, and energy production. Vitamin B12 helps to keep the body's nerves and blood cells healthy, as well as making DNA, which is the genetic cell material. So all of our cells, as you know, are important. Our body is made up entirely of cells, so it's very important that we keep all of them healthy, running properly and efficiently. Some of the benefits of vitamin B12 include a decreased risk of heart disease and bone loss, which are even more important as we age because a lot of people deal with bone loss and different types of cardiovascular heart diseases. So it's important to start these habits and things like that at a young age and incorporate these sources so that we don't run into those problems later in life. It can also reduce symptoms of depression and memory loss, can help to improve sleep, and produce energy in the body. The RDA for vitamin B12 in males and females over the age of 14 is 2.4 micrograms. Micrograms isn't as common of a unit, but it is how we measure B12. If you look at food labels on the back of boxes or bagged items, you'll see usually if it incorporates B12. And for things such as fresh produce, meats, and things that don't come in a package, there are plenty of resources and charts online that you'll be able to tell how much B12 is in that particular food. Here we have a list of some common foods that are very high in B12. At the top of the list, we have clams at 3 ounces equaling 84.1 micrograms. Then we have salmon and tuna, again, 3 ounce servings. Salmon is 4.8 and tuna is 2.5. Seafood and fish may not be something that you're able to have on a daily basis, but they are really good sources. Things like milk and cheese and other dairy products are a bit more common and easily accessible to have on a daily basis. So for 1 cup of milk, it is 1.2 micrograms, and for a 1 ounce serving of cheese, it is 0.9 micrograms. We also have ham and cottage cheese that are high sources. And then for individuals who are vegan or vegetarian, who choose to either not eat animals or not eat animal products entirely, nutritional yeast can be a good source of B12 along with fortified breakfast cereals.
So now we're going to play a quick game to review and test your knowledge on what we've just learned about vitamins and minerals. The game is 2 truths and a lie. Hopefully you're all familiar with it. So for question number 1, to yourselves, we'd like you to pick one statement of the 3 that you believe is the lie regarding iron. Iron improves memory, boosts immune function, and decreases cognition. If you chose the statement that iron decreases cognition as the lie, you are correct. As we mentioned, iron helps improve understanding and concentration. Okay,
so now we're going to do 2 truths and a lie for vitamin B12. So I'm going to read the 3 statements and think to yourself which of the 3 is the lie. Vitamin B12 can increase symptoms of anxiety. Vitamin B12 can reduce insomnia and vitamin B12 helps build strong bones. If you chose the lie to be statement 1, that vitamin B12 can increase symptoms of anxiety, you are correct. As we discussed earlier in the slides, vitamin B12 can decrease symptoms of depression and help with mood and anxious feelings.
So we hope that you learned some new information regarding vitamins and minerals today. To conclude the lesson, we'd like to ask you 2 questions. So think to yourself, which of the foods do you think you'd like to try that contain high sources of iron? Tofu, chickpeas, dried fruit, or kidney beans? And which of the foods do you think you'll try that contain a good source of vitamin B12? Tuna, yogurt, beef, or salmon? I personally would pick dried fruit and yogurt and even combine them together for a small breakfast meal. That way I've had both sources of iron and vitamin B12.
Thank you everyone for listening today, and we hope that you're going to try out some vitamin and mineral rich foods in your next meal.
Thank you.
Bye everyone.
Bye.